What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to have a little review or talk about the new Cobra Kai series. I've just finished watching it and I wanted to give you my thoughts. Let's go straight to it. Hey there nerds, welcome to my latest video, and this one's a little chat and talk about Cobra Kai. Just watched the entire series on YouTube Red, or I watched it on YouTube because we don't get YouTube Red in the UK and I had to spend £1.89 per episode, so it was worth it. And yes, I was a little bit apprehensive when I first saw that they were making this series. It was good to see that Ralph Macchio and William Zabka were back as Daniel and Johnny. And yeah, as I said, I was a bit apprehensive about it. Wasn't sure if they would do the characters justice, if they would ruin my childhood memories, which is something a lot of us say a lot of the time when it comes to nostalgia and remakes. I don't see this as a remake. It's not a remake. It's a continuation of a story, a realistic continuation, in all honesty, of the two of them being adults, having children of their own, and a new generation, and essentially, in Johnny's case, a new world. You know, I love what they've done with Johnny's character. There was that famous YouTube video that's had millions of views. Basically, Daniel LaRusso was the real bully, or whatever it's titled. And I watched that video and I thought it was hilarious. And in one of the episodes, I think it's episode 9, I'm not sure, I can't remember. There's a big nod to that where Johnny sits down with Miguel and tells him about how Daniel come to the school and took his girlfriend and all this stuff. And it actually gives meat to that YouTube video. They've clearly got inspiration from that YouTube video. But when you look at it from Johnny's perspective, it does kind of make sense. There's always two sides to one story. And obviously in The Karate Kid, we only got Daniel's story. Daniel was the hero, and you know, Johnny was the bully. But in this series, they've done a great job of showing you that there was another side to the story, and that Johnny's life wasn't brilliant, and Johnny was the way he was because he had some really bad role models in his stepfather and John Kreese, his sensei. And you know, Daniel was lucky that he got a good role model in Mr. Miyagi. So they've done that really well. It's fantastic. You do see elements as well with Daniel that he's gone from being this really nice kid, apparently, to actually a bit of a jerk at times. You know, deep down he's still a really good guy. You can see that. He's a good guy, and he loves his family and all that good stuff. But you know, the money and the wealth, the popularity, you know, he's done well for himself, and that is rubbing off on him to a degree where you often see him forgetting his roots and forgetting that he should be a nicer guy than he is, and that he was bullied. And it does show you that it's easy for people that are bullied to become bullies themselves. You know, I never really understood that because I've never been bullied, I've never bullied anyone, so I don't really relate to any of that as such. But it's easy, I've never really understood why people that have been bullied would become bullies themselves, but actually watching this TV series, it does show you that it's very easy to slip into that, to take out on others what was done to you. I think it's just a fantastic show. There was so much nostalgia in there. There was like little Easter eggs. They showed lots of clips from the old film. There was new footage that the company had sourced, apparently in a salt mine, that Sony Pictures, it had all been lost and so on. They found it, and there was a few new fight scenes that have been spliced into it. They've just done a great job, you know. Ralph Macchio done a really good job portraying the older Daniel LaRusso. You know, William Zabka did an absolutely fantastic job. Definitely one of the stars of this show, or if not the star. Fantastic job portraying a new Johnny Lawrence. You know, and I love the way how he's set in his old ways. He doesn't really embrace this new world. He's still one of these people that's very firmly stuck back in the 80s. He drives his 80s car. He listens to his 80s music. He has a crappy old telly and watches his old 80s films. He doesn't know what Facebook is. He's got absolutely no clue how to live and function in this world. You know, some might say I'm similar to that. I'm not, because I embrace new technology and I embrace the world we have today. But I do firmly love my nostalgia, as you will know if you watch my channel, and the whole reason my channel's named Early 80s is that deep down, with all the things I love, all the video games, the movies, the things I collect, it's all generally stems from the 80s and early 90s, which was my fondest memories of things that I love and cherish and collect and have always been into, always come back to those things. And I'm just so happy with what they've done with this series. It's totally worth the money. If you haven't watched it, the first 2 episodes are free. Go and watch them on YouTube for free. Then you need to either sign up for YouTube Red if you're in the US or whatever territories you can watch that in. Australia, I think. If you're in the UK, we don't get it. I had to purchase the episodes one by one. But they're £1.89 each. It doesn't break the bank. And it's totally worth it because I'm just going to watch it again. I want to watch it with Ryden. I think there's some valuable lessons to be learnt in this for kids nowadays. Like Daniel LaRusso's kid, he's just so absorbed in his games and in his technology, and he's a bit of a jerk. You know, I don't want that for my son. I don't want Ryden to become that kid. I want him to still use his imagination and play with toys and go out on his bike and stuff like that. I love that he enjoys video games, and in moderation, I'm more than happy to sit and play video games with him. But it shows you it's important to give core values to children, to teach them the right way, to encourage them to learn and to I don't know, just look, childhood in the 80s I think was a lot better in that we didn't have so much stuff, and you had to make your own fun, and you had to go out and play outside, and you had to use your imagination, draw pictures and come up with stuff. Nowadays it's all there for you. YouTube, I love YouTube, but YouTube just absorbs time. You can just get sucked into watching a video after video after video and not do anything. You can just get absorbed into video games and play video game after video game after video game. They're all good things in moderation, but I really think there's something missing in this generation. And this highlights that a lot. And it also highlights massively bullying and the way you should be treating others. And I think that's great. So, yeah, it's not going too much. If you haven't watched it, go and enjoy it and watch it yourselves. I don't want to spoil too much at all. But fantastic, fantastic show. Absolutely love what they've done with it. And I really encourage you to watch it. Especially if you're a fan of the Karate Kid. Definitely watch this. You will not be disappointed. I loved it so. It was so amazing. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this little chat and talk about Cobra Kai. If you have, please give this video a like. Really appreciate it. Leave some comments in the comment section below if you want to have a talk about Cobra Kai. Don't leave anything too spoilerish in it. You can DM me on Twitter or whatever if you want to do that. We can have a chat. Absolutely fine. But yeah, leave comments in the comment section below about the show if you've seen it, or Karate Kid or anything like that. And if you haven't already, guys, consider subscribing to my channel for more retro nostalgia stuff, more movie and TV reviews, video games, all kinds of stuff, collectibles. Yeah, check out my videos if you like. Please subscribe. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Take it easy.
As always, every customer leaves with their very own bonsai tree. LaRusso Auto Group. We kick the competition.